Hello, everyone. Welcome to the hypergamous journey. My name is Denise. At this channel, we discuss dating advice for mature women, women who are 50 and above. I want to discuss leverage. Leverage, dating leverage. In finance, dating leverage has to do with how much debt a company brings to the table and how much cash they have to pay off their debt. And it's usually expressed in a ratio, 1-to-1, 2-to-1. I'm not sure in which direction, but the more cash you have over your debt, the better your company looks to a prospective buyer. So I'm going to take the concept of leverage and apply it to dating. Now, we already said that the more cash you have over your debt, the more leverage you have. So when it comes to a woman, this is a woman's channel, her leverage is in her looks, her weight, her makeup, her hair, her manicure, pedicure, and how good she looks when she steps outside. Now, of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if the beholder likes a certain look that's more on the European side, the closer that woman is to that beauty standard, the more leverage she has, the more, quote, cash she has in the buyer's eye, the man. If a different beholder is not concerned that much or at all about the beauty standard, the European beauty standard, then he's going to be open to a different kind of beauty. And the more that that woman has that different, unique kind of beauty, the more leverage she will have in the eyes of the buyer, the man. All men are not the same. All women are not the same. But if you are an American, there is a general standard of beauty that most women attempt to meet. So I heard this a lot from Shira71, and I'll link one of her videos. She has lots of videos. She's been on YouTube for 10 years, and most of you know of her or maybe be subscribed to her channel. But she talks a lot about target. You have to target the right man. And I really think she is spot on with targeting. Because just like marketing consumer products to us, large companies and companies who can afford to, they spend millions of dollars doing market research to find their exact, correct target. And dating is the same way. I've been dating intentionally for about a year, and I could have settled down with someone by now. I could have. But they didn't meet all of the requirements. I had the leverage because in their eyes, I had, quote, more cash than debt. Not literal cash because they don't know how much cash I have, but we're talking about in financial terms about the term leverage. So I had more cash than debt. I'd never been married. I don't have any children. So they don't have to deal with adult children who might not like them or who may be, jealous or think they're going to, take advantage of their mother or whatever. So I had more leverage in those men's eyes, but they didn't have any leverage in my eyes. I considered them to have more debt than cash. They weren't on my level financially. And, we had some chemistry, communication was okay, but it could have tipped it more in their favor if they were on my hypergamous level. And again, I'm not looking for rich. I'm looking for somebody on my level, definitely not below me. So why am I bringing this up? Because dating is a numbers game. And somebody has said, this same woman that I had to block said that, I should have, found somebody by now. Well, if you had watched all of my videos, you would have known that I have found more than somebody. I have found somebodies. But they didn't meet the requirement. And why should I settle for less than what I want when men don't settle for less than what they want? Not really. They'll use you. And women do too. Women use men. But I don't go around using men. If it's not working, I say it's not working, but I give them at least a chance. So, ladies, you have to have leverage. You have to know if you're the kind of woman that this man likes. Your style, your hair, your makeup, your dress, everything about you, you have to know whether he likes it. And Shira 7:1 said, you don't have to ask him, am I your type? You can just watch who he looks at when you're with him. And it's not one of those things where he's disrespectfully looking at women. Sometimes men do it disrespectfully, but, just casually watch. He will casually look. And if you're not that woman, then you're going to be fighting a battle. So you have to determine how long are you going to hang in there until you decide to move along. And the silver lining is that at least you know that you're not his type and he won't settle down with you. He won't commit to you and to move on. Now, you can't see this in isolation, right? Because some men are willing to go outside their type if you have good communication, compatibility, chemistry. Some men are willing to go outside their type, and he's willing to cherish, and he cherishes how you feel, because women feel, men do. And if you tell him, honey, it didn't make me feel good the way you were talking to that woman and you didn't introduce me to her. I know she's been a friend of yours for a long time, but you didn't introduce me. And he may say, oh man, I was just so excited to see her. I forgot, honey. Yes, you're right. And then there's a difference between the response, well, oh, you tripping. Oh, I just forgot. It's not that deep. You felt bad because of what? That's not a cherishing man, so watch out. And nobody's perfect. And I know that these things are not etched in stone, that there's going to be some negotiation that's going to have to happen. But that's where the leverage comes in. Do you bring more cash to the table in terms of looks, personality, getting along, femininity, or do you bring more debt? Angry, bitter, won't let him lead, got to be in control all the time. That's what leverage is. And so when you're dating and you have no leverage, you just went out on one date or two or three, and you don't even know if he really likes you like that, keep your mouth closed. You have no leverage. He doesn't know you. You don't know him. Let him be who he is. and watch and be aware. Leverage is important. You have to know when you have it, and you have to know when you don't. And after a period of time that you decide and you feel like you don't have leverage, keep it moving. But one thing that leverage helps you with, what gives you more leverage, is when you have more than one man that you're dating. You have more than one man that you're dating. And that way you don't have to put all of your energy into one person, all of your eggs into his basket. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.